Well, you know, Super Swampers and a flat fender, what could go wrong? A little tight, but you know, tilt column looks good. Here we go. Fires right up. See if I can get first. Here we go. Man, she runs good. A little Buick V6 action. Yee! Nice. Look at that. Power steering, open knuckle front end. Reminds me of the good old days. No flashy bling here, just a real Jeep. Just living that flat fender life, you know what I mean? We'll pull this thing over up here and do a little walk around. As you know, when we get a flat fender through the shop, there's no way I'm not going to take this for a drive and show you guys what it's all about. So, might as well just hit overdrive. Whoop, she's not shifting too good. Now we'll leave it in. We'll go ahead and leave it in low. Turn it around here and head back to the shop. Brings me back, reminds me of my old flat fender. See if I can get out. Oh, yeah, no problem. So this is Ken's flat fender, and it may not be much to look at, but there's actually some really cool things about this, and as you know, we always love the flat fenders. So just do a quick little run around on this thing and show you what we got going. So first off, you can't go wrong with the Super Swamper TSLs on the flat fender. That's a little bit of the old school with the new school. But I guess, you know, Swampers are no longer new. I guess I'm dating myself. I'm getting old. But got a Chevy tilt column, which is always a good addition when you're trying to get in and out of these things. This one's actually got a Muncie 4-speed, which is a car 4-speed, a little higher geared, Warren overdrive, twin stick Dana 18. You take a look here. These were always cool back in the day. So this is a lever lock e-brake. So hit the pedal, flip it up, brakes are on. That's kind of cool. Kept it simple inside, still has the pedals through the floor, old school full roll cage. This Jeep here has a Buick V6 in it. And the Buicks were always a great fit in the flat fenders. 4 hood latches too, which is nice. So Buick V6, Holley 4-barrel carburetor, new intake, tiny little battery in there. And as you can see, glass fuses, you know, simple. It just got new headers put on it. It's got power steering. Just a really nice running Jeep. I mean, I just took it for a drive and it didn't hiccup, didn't sputter, stays cool. You know, not much to go wrong. The window frame is definitely a little different on this one. So what it looks like is it's a 2-way window frame that used to have the bar and the swing out. That's now been modified to do one solid piece of glass so you can see out of it. This was probably done 30 years ago, but it really makes it pretty nice. The wipers have seen some better time, but you know, let's face it, if you're in a rainstorm, you don't really need the wipers. It may look old and beat up, but you know, power steering conversion on the front of the frame rail, Saginaw power steering. It's not cracked, it's nice and solid. And then if you take a look underneath this is what's kind of cool about this. So this has a narrow track Model 30 front end. It's got open knuckles, standard U-joints. So, you know, this narrow track front end started in 1972, I believe, in the CJs. So somebody planted that in, got disc brakes in the front. And then if you work your way around to the back here, this is one of my favorite things about this Jeep, and it's the rear end. It's a very elusive rear end. So take a look here. So if you notice, flanged axle shafts. Flat fenders and Model 20s usually have a cap with a nut and a 2-piece axle. So look underneath here, this is an offset Dana 44 flanged axle. So that axle would be found, don't completely quote me on the years, but I think 68 to 71, that came factory in a CJ5. So it's a 30 spline rear end, offset to work with the Dana 18, and it's the ideal rear end to have in one of these Jeeps. Still got the back seat, ice chest rack, you know, a lot of good remnants of some roll bar tape, roof rack. Ken drives this thing over the Rubicon at least once a year, and every time he does, he has the biggest smile on his face, and he's running with, you know, $110,000 4-door JKs on 1-tons, window folded down, and just having a good old time. So if you see Ken on the trail, make sure you talk to him about this flatty. See ya.